Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalay, and on this channel we dive deep into spirituality, multidimensionality, and even extraterrestrials, and that was Money Jen's attempt to try and niche herself. So this year was a year that I really dedicated to multidimensional living, is what I like to call it. Living in a way where, for the last 2 years I've spent learning all of these spiritual practices, learning who I am, finding myself, connecting to my higher self, connecting to my intuition, connecting to the subtle realms we have access to the help that we have access to in this universe, in this plane, learning about how it all works and then how that fits with me and what I want to take and what I want to leave. And this year was just about being the implementation of all of that, embodying all of that, being this multi-dimensional version of myself, having this human experience. So in doing that, I've really tried to balance out this feminine and masculine polarity that exists within all of us, because we all have feminine and masculine energy. We are learning how to lean on our feminine energy, the feminine essence. Oh my goodness, she has been suppressed. So because I know that that is where we're heading collectively, and it's not that I'm moving away from my masculine energy, because I would not feel safe to express my feminine energy without having my masculine energy integrated as well, because the masculine energy is what sets up boundaries. It's what sets up the structures that help to support your feminine energy to flow, right? It's this union, it's the balance between the two. So in honor of the new direction that we are heading into as a collective, I choose to live my life every day in flow. So it's not that I don't have structure to my day. I absolutely have structure. I do write down things that I would like to get done, but I allow myself to flow with what feels good. What I used to do was I would wake up and I would write down all these tasks for myself and I would try to sit there and create. But on that particular day, I woke up in an energy where I didn't want to create, where I wasn't feeling in a creative mood, where really deep down I just wanted to, for example, do more of maybe the editing work or the behind the scenes, where I didn't have to be in front of a camera and talking and expressing. However, I set that expectation for myself, so if I didn't fulfill that expectation, then I had failed, and automatically I'm going into the day feeling like a failure. Whereas this way, I kind of just wake up with curiosity every day of oh cool, where is my soul going to guide me? But essentially that's how I live my days. No expectation, and also curiosity as to what's to come. It's I have intentions on what I would like to do today, but I also trust my soul and I trust where I am guided. So today didn't go as planned. This is just a magical story, guys. This is what makes me just love the universe and love spirituality and living my life this way, because nothing is ever for no reason. Basically, your girl just purchased a MacBook. I did not know that I would be spending this type of money right now, and I definitely did not think that I was in the market for a new laptop just yet. However, as of last night, my laptop just started to malfunction and I was getting really mad. I was oh, I need to upload this YouTube video. And then I got to this place of, okay, clearly for some reason you're not meant to be uploading this YouTube video tomorrow, so just go to bed. So I did that. I went to bed and I felt like I chose to listen to the universe and not just fight against something that just wasn't working I did for a while. And I was okay, whatever, for some reason it's not meant to be working. And then I went to bed and then I got up, tried to do the same thing again. It wasn't working and I was getting really distressed. And immediately my higher self pops in, and when you learn to listen to the higher self, you can feel the message. It's very it's powerful and it's subtle, and you know that it's a message from divine, from source, from your higher self. And the message was as clear as day. It was, you need a new laptop, right? So for me, I have big dreams, big goals, big things that I'm here to do, that my soul wants to do, and my laptop is struggling. I can't download most apps on her because she just doesn't support it. She's old. I knew that I was gonna have to get one eventually. I just didn't think it was going to be now. But in that moment of receiving that download, it was just this clear message of, it's time. You need to invest this in yourself. You need to make this investment not only to show the universe, yeah, I back myself fully, I deserve this. I'm the type of person that has money blocks in that, like, I will spend for other people and I won't even think about it. But when it comes to like spending on my health and just me in general, I won't make the investment because I will think of 1,000 different excuses as to why I'm not worthy of the thing, why I'm not worthy of having a laptop as special as this one. You know what I mean? Because I have had those beliefs in the past, in this moment, in this situation that I was in, I was like, okay, you have a choice as to how you choose to respond to this situation. And I can either choose to back myself, back my business, because essentially I'm running my business off of my laptop. Like, this is an investment into my business. So I'm like, I can choose to back my business and this path and what I'm doing with this money. Like, money is just energy. So I have this moment with this laptop and I'm like, am I going to do this? Am I really going to do this? Oh, another download that came through my intuition was that, you know, Mercury retrograde is literally next week. And I just had this like message of, right now you're being told that you need a new laptop. You can either try and push and make this work, and maybe, yeah, it'll work, but eventually it's going to kaput. And it's going to kaput in a way, kaput is blow up. So it's going to blow up in a way that is going to be extremely inconvenient. Because right now, it's not really inconvenient. Like, I don't have any projects I'm currently doing on there. Like, it literally is the perfect time for me to purchase a new laptop and move on to this. But what my intuition was trying to tell me prior to purchasing this was, you are receiving this message and this guidance in a very like gentle way right now. And you can either choose to listen to the guidance right now and get the laptop, even though your ego is telling you all these reasons why you shouldn't, or you can wait for the universe to teach you the lesson and to get you buying a new laptop in a very like inconvenient, annoying way. Do you want the easy lesson or do you want the hard lesson? And the reason I want to talk about this is because we actually have the opportunity to learn our lessons in this earthly realm in a way that is gentle, in a way where we are actually making the choices and the decisions and learning the lessons in a very like integrated way, rather than waiting for like a tower moment to happen where you have no choice but to like walk the path that your intuition has been trying to bring you down. So I'm like, all in all, good lesson. Have a pretty laptop, and I'm here for it. And you know that I'm into the magic of the universe, and I have to share this with you guys. So this is the receipt, and just for privacy purposes, I'm just trying to hide where I live. Somehow I've lost the rest of the video. I don't know where it went, but that's okay. Basically, I was just trying to show you guys that I purchased this laptop at exactly 111, and I was just making a big fuss about it because I just love synchronicities and I just love working with the universe in this way. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'll put a picture of the receipt up here so you can actually see that I purchased it at 111. I'm just going to take a moment to really feel the gratitude of what spending this money on myself and being able to support myself in this way and, you know, being able to live this abundantly, like how truly grateful I am for this and this life. And I am just in a place where I'm just so fucking happy. I just continue to manifest my wildest dreams into like fruition. And, you know, it's not the laptop that's my wildest dream, but it's, you know, the fact that I get to financially support myself in this way and spend this money on myself and now like support my family. And it's just, it is so, so nourishing. And even just to have a laptop, right? To have a laptop. There are so many people in this world that don't even get this, right? Don't even get this, right? And this goes even deeper than just this, right? There are just like other women in this world who aren't even given like education and freedom and all of these things that I am just so fucking grateful for. And I'm just gonna feel into that gratitude. Something that I used to do was I would spend mindlessly. I was deeply wounded by holding money. My family went bankrupt twice. So for me, like money was always like evil and a burden, and it just created all of this like hardship in my life. I used to say things like, I don't even want a lot of money. Like, I don't want money. And that would literally look like me spending my entire paycheck when I would get it because I didn't want to hold it. Whereas now I'm being really mindful of holding the money, feeling safe with holding large amounts of money, and also feeling grateful for what money can actually bring to me. Because if we don't start to heal our relationship with money, then how can we call more into our lives? This is just how I like to work with myself, work with the universe, and do these reprogramming things, and just taking a moment, 5 minutes just to sit down and really feel into the gratitude I feel with this purchase. I highly, highly recommend it. It's just such a game changer to live your life this way, because you're no longer just doing things aimlessly anymore, and everything has meaning, everything has purpose. And I'm getting philosophical about it, so I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna go feel grateful for this. So it's a little bit later on now, and I have to be completely honest with you guys. So as I was setting up the new laptop, I could still feel these uncomfortable feelings of feeling unworthy for spending that money. And as I was sitting there with the laptop, all of these feelings of lack and, oh my God, I can't believe I spent this money. Was it the right decision? Literally almost losing my breath with this decision, even though I know that it was divinely guided. So, I want to be as transparent as I can. Fears and limitations and beliefs, they go deep and they come from our ancestors. And I come from a very poor family who didn't have lots of money. So being able to be okay, well, that's just a experience with money, but I choose to have a better experience with it. And, what I would do in the past when I wasn't living in flow, I'd be well, I haven't gotten anything done today. So what I really need to do is make sure that I do, the content, and I do all the things that I had planned out today. But I was no, you know what? I don't want to create from this energy. I don't want to send this energy out. It's coming up because it needs my attention. And this is it with the energetic work. The energetic work is way more important than the physical work that you produce. So, I'm talking from an a spiritual entrepreneurial standpoint at the moment. I mean, action is vital, yes, but energy is everything. When you shift your energy, sometimes it's literally instantaneous. It's fucking insane to see the world and the universe shift as you shift. I've seen it play out in my life so many fucking times. I keep swearing. I just get really passionate and then it just comes out with swear words. So I need to put this down. I was trying a different angle, but my arm hurts. That's heaps better. This camera gets so heavy. It literally is like an arm workout trying to hold it. But yeah, so I'm sitting there and I have to be real with myself. I haven't fully embodied that I am worth this money. I'm all about shifting the things that aren't true into what is true, what I know to be true, right? I just have to implement that into my nervous system, right? I know that money is energy. I know that we are all infinitely supported. I know that we don't run out of abundance, right? Abundance is a perspective, and abundance goes beyond money. So this is just something that is deep, it's ancestral for me, and it's requiring my attention. So today, the best way that I can spend my energy clearly is, tending to this belief that isn't true, that it's been passed on to me through my ancestors, and I'm here to shift it. I'm here to change the way, and I know that people watching this video, I know that you're here to do the same thing. These beliefs aren't true, and you are waking up to this knowledge. You are here watching this video because you're here to shift those parts of yourself that are holding you back, that are keeping you from reaching your limitless potential. So I wanted to share with you and give you a little insight into how I actually work through this belief. My routine, my spiritual routines and practices and reprogramming tools, they're not rigid. I actually have a toolkit of things that I've accumulated over the last 2 years of my awakening, and I like to pick and choose what I want to do on the day because, again, I'm living in flow, I'm feeling into what feels good in the day. I did have a really rigid routine, really structured, really like unintegrated masculine, no room for flow. I was like, you gotta get up, you gotta do this, and if you don't do this, then you failed again, right? That pattern coming up. So I moved away from that and I was like, no, that doesn't make me feel good. That doesn't help me be consistent with my practices. And for me, it's also important to just infuse my day with ritual, to like romanticize life and to just do these things always, right? Just to implement them into my entire being. So in my little toolkit of goodies, I'm like rummaging through my brain. What feels really nourishing to do for this particular belief is to do a self-pleasure practice. Now, I know that this is a little bit taboo and lots of people get triggered when you talk about this sort of stuff, right? But if you think about it, sexual energy is life force energy. It's literally you are brought into this world through an orgasm, through sexual energy. Sexual energy is the most potent, the most abundant, the most blissful, the most pleasurable energy in this entire universe. It is powerful. Society and even some religions, they've taught us that, sex is like taboo and dirty and wrong to express yourself in that way, particularly women. Like women's sexuality, don't even get me started on that. Like I couldn't even be intimate with myself. Like I used to feel so much shame after being intimate with my partner who I've been with for like 9 years. I used to have I carried so much shame around it. I actually went on my own journey of connecting to my womb and connecting to my sensuality and working with my yoni and my womb, and it's just a big part of my life now and how I choose to live my life. It's just a deep wound for me, ancestral again. So doing that work has been one of the most transformative things I've ever done. I'll link the program that I did in the description below and the mentor that I worked with. She's a dear friend now and I just love her teachings, love her work and love her. So I know that you will as well. My best friend is literally doing the course at the moment. Self-pleasure practices actually open you up into receiving, feeling worthy of feeling that good. Like you deserve to feel that good. And I think I'm also going to do some EFT tapping. If you've seen my Truth About Manifesting video, I'll leave it linked in the description below. But in that video, I actually created this system because I'm a Manny Gen, right? And I just don't want to waste any time. And I just want to be as efficient as I possibly can. And I'm all about multitasking. So I literally do mirror work, affirmations and EFT tapping all in one go. So I think I'm going to do that. I haven't done that in a while. So on this particular day, I decided that I wanted to have a little bit of a boogie before getting into my self-pleasure practice. So I decided to eat a banana, have a little dance, and just take a moment to drop back into my body. So after I did that, I went into my room and I started to just clear the space. Clearing the space physically also clears the space energetically. So once my space was completely clear, I decided to do some EFT, mirror work, and affirmations. Now, EFT is emotional freedom technique. It's basically tapping on the meridian points in the body to release energy, any blockages in our energy field. Now, I like to do this and voice the things that are coming up, and then I will replace the things that I'm saying, the limiting beliefs that are coming up, with powerful affirmations and beliefs that I do want to hold instead. I do this while looking at myself as well because it really solidifies those affirmations into my being. Now, after I do that, what I like to do is just set up the things that I'll need during my self-pleasure practice. I am not particular with this. It changes every time. I usually like to get coconut oil, an essential oil that makes me happy, some Palo Santo, my goddess oracle deck, of course, and the yoni egg, which is the star of the show. So much came up during that practice. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect it. Like lots of limiting beliefs, lots of unworthiness for having spent that money on myself. But it just went deeper than that. And I could see why there was just this next layer of clearing that needed to be done. And there will probably be more layers. Like I said, this is ancestral, but just so much came up. But it was a really, really powerful session. The EFT was so fucking powerful. And particularly the pleasure practice, like so much came up. And I had to like be really gentle with myself, really tender, hold myself, and just really like talk to myself. It was a really different session. I just spent a lot of time just kind of like massaging my body and just really like caring for myself and reminding myself the entire time that I am worthy of people spending money on me and worthy of spending money on myself, and you know, reframing my beliefs about money. So it was really powerful, really, really powerful. But I wanted to like share this with you guys because this is a card that I pulled before I ended up pulling this card, and I don't know if you guys can see. So this is my goddess deck. So the goddess that came through and that was present during the practice was Freya, and the subheading under her name says bold, and then it says unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. And I just love this because like you just can't make this shit up. I just want to show you guys how accurate spirit is, how accurate the universe is. If you're sitting here receiving this, trust that nothing is a coincidence. You need this message as well. So this message is from me to you also. So it says, the message from Freya: don't play it safe right now. Instead, take bold action in the direction of your true heart's desire. Success comes not from timidity, but from committing yourself fully to realizing your dream. Hold the clear intention of success and it shall come about. Enjoy the excitement of taking risks, of being bold and being daring. And be sure to celebrate your success with a party or by splurging on a wonderful indulgence. Don't know where my head went. So various meanings of this card is take risks, make a bold life change, appreciate your body, flirt, go have fun and celebrate. Love that. I love how when I have like a day like this where it's gone completely in the opposite direction to where I thought it was going to go, but I love that I can really hold on to the lessons that the universe is trying to teach me in what's to come next and who I have to embody going forward, particularly if I'm trying to call in my desired life. You know, that means that old parts of myself have to shed, that I have to face these fears and these wounds and limitations. The universe having my back has been a potent belief that I've really had to embody, because for the longest time I felt like life was just happening to me and that I was victim to life, that I was extremely unlucky. But that's not true. We have the ability to attract all of our heart's desires. The fact that you desire it means that it's literally yours in this life. So be bold, go take that action, go after what you love, and be daring in facing your darkness and facing your triggers. And know that the journey comes with ups and downs, and this is just life. This is the polarity of life. It's our ability to be able to work through these in the most integrated way that helps us in the experience that we're having on this plane. And it also helps us really transmute anything that kind of comes our way, because we trust that everything is happening for the highest and greatest good. And you know, there are levels to this. You know, there are really tough lessons that we have to go through, and then there are like easier lessons, like the one I had to go through today. And I honestly believe that if we sit here like ignoring the lessons, like ignoring the universe, then it hits us like a ton of bricks. So practice doing these little small steps just to make it easy on yourself, so it's not this like one big tower moment in your life. And I feel like it's way more inspiring this way, and you can quantum leap because you're making the decision. Like the universe isn't making you make the decision, you're making the decision. I feel like this is like quantum leaping energy, like really shifting your timelines quickly. Anyway, thank you for being with me today through my process. It was actually really nice to have the camera with me and to have you guys guys. I just feel like, you know, we're connecting in the quantum field, and it just helps me feel like less alone going through this as well in a weird way. I know I'm talking to a camera, but I know that there's a soul behind this watching and receiving this. So cheers to integrating the lessons and listening to our higher self. What is this? Why am I doing this? Anyway, I'm going to have a shower and I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. We'll see. I'm not planning it. This day already just went in the complete opposite direction to what I thought it was going to be. So that's fine. I'm just going to go with it. Sending you guys so much love and thank you for being here. Remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And until next time, bye.